Two more persons to go. Two more persons, two more persons, two more persons. Um, I don't know why people don't keep to time, anyways. Because I wouldn't like when I start, I'll be coming back to admit more people. I don't like that distraction. So that's why I'm basically looking for two more persons so that once I start, if you are not here, then maybe later you ask anybody who is here to explain or anything at all. So basically, what we are doing here today is that um, ahead of our trading strategy sharing, learning signals, I want to briefly teach us how to drop a good signal. So for the fact you have maybe you get to know a strategy or anything at all is not a guarantee or a kind of a holy grail when it comes to trading. Okay, you still need to know how to drop a quality signal and how to know if the signal you're about to drop is a quality one. Okay, so basically before we start, I'm going to share some uh, psychological aspect of signal sharing and trading, your profitability when it comes to trading. I keep mentioning this because you will still see how it plays out on you. The kind of person you are will reflect in your trading. There is no two ways about it, whether you like it or not. And that is exactly the reason why I decided to share this group. Because if I give one person to drop signal, the person is going to give us exactly uh, 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 what he or she, the kind of lifestyle you live. That's the way your signal will look like. And I'm telling you the fact. We are going to see that even from this class. We are going to see that then when the signal stuff starts again, you will, okay, we have 21 persons there, so you have to start immediately. Now, let me share my screen. I need to share my screen with you guys. Yeah. So you need to learn how to drop signals, not just here, maybe any place or any trading group you see yourself, and it will help you in your own personal trading. Okay, you have to be confident in anything you are doing, because if you are not confident enough, you will not be able to drop any signal and you will not be able to trade. Okay, so let me share a few things with you guys. I believe you can see my screen. That's why I was trying to wait for people to join because I wouldn't like to keep going back, to see accept more people, admit more people. Now if you look here, we are going to be um going to advanced stuff. You didn't pay for this, we didn't bargain for this. I'm just trying to help you guys out of my own will. Okay, so we are now going beyond normal classes. We are now like, you are into mentorship now, like 6 months or 1 year mentorship program where you learn how to take a quality trade, drop signals, be your own master, even establish your own teaching, maybe academy when it comes to trading. And that is exactly what I'm trying to share with you guys now. My hope, as in the main goal here, is that even though you pass through just my 1 week mentorship program, I just wanted to give you almost what I'm giving people who are on my either 1 month or 6 months or even 1 year. Okay, so I just decided to give you the full mentorship stuff. So let's see. First of all, we are looking at the trade psychology. Now, mastermind. I was explaining this thing before, like few minutes ago. I said that you reflect whatever you are when it comes to trading. If I trade with you, I will know the kind of lifestyle and kind of personality, the kind of mindset, or in fact everything about you is definitely going to be seen when it comes to trading. Now, if you look at the screen and the picture I have here, image I have here, you can see the master the mind. Okay, first of all, you have to master your mind. Now, trading is not only a reflection of skill. So now you have, within 1 week plus, you have some skills, you have some new knowledge about trading, maybe new strategies. Okay, now pay attention. Now, this is very important. Trading is not only a reflection of skill, but also a reflection of self. So you have to be able to conquer your mind as well as master the skill. So you have to conquer your mind. I will explain this also so that you guys, I will break it down. In order to become successful trader, you need both halves. Okay, you need yourself and you need the skill. So yourself and the skill joined together is going to make you successful. If yourself, your personality is contradicting with the skill, with the kind of strategy you are using, you will find it difficult to become profitable when it comes to forex trading. Now, what do I mean? Pay attention. If you see it, that's why I said you must understand the importance of trading style and setting up, making sure that you have those things down. Okay, you have those things in your trading book. You need to know your style because it's personal to you. They kind of reflect your personality. And when it comes to trading, if the skill you have or the strategy you have is contradicting your personality, you will find it difficult to balance. You need a balance here, half of yourself, half of your skill. What do I mean? If you're a kind of person who is always, you don't have this patience in you, you don't wait for anything to happen, you just want to take everything by force, and you go and learn a strategy that needs patience or requires patience, you will still see yourself, no matter how perfect and good the strategy is, you are not going to be successful. I'm going to kind of tell you the raw truth here. Yourself and your strategy must merge. Okay, if you are someone who is not contented, like you cannot, no matter what they give to you, you will still want more. That means you don't have to go and learn how to trade ranging markets. You don't want to go and learn how to trade maybe chopping market or any kind of market. Your market should be a trending market, a market that you will enter because you are not always believing. You need more, like Oliver Twist. You need more. That means you need a trending strategy, a trending market strategy. This is your personality. Once you are doing something outside that your personality, you will find it difficult to succeed. So you must study yourself and make sure that the skill you are acquiring is also in line with your personality. And that is something no one is going to teach you outside here. Okay, so you need to understand this because it's reflected. There is no two ways about it, whether you like it or not. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. So the strategy is not enough, the knowledge or the skill is not enough. You need to study yourself and make sure that you know your own personal trading style. Okay, so let me get some people in. I think I'm just hearing some sound. It seems like some people are waiting. This is what I don't really like, but I just have to do it. Okay, now the next slide we have here is that the market does not care what you want. You know, when you are doing your analysis, you might say, wow, this is an uptrend. Wow, this particular market is going to be buying for a long time. This is what you want. You want the market to buy for a long time, but market doesn't care about what you think or what you want or what you need at that moment in time. Market will always do whatever it wants. Doesn't care about what you think. So once you start believing that because you think something will happen, that it will, the market will humble you, and that is the truth. It will humble you with very fast and with big losses, okay, or series of losses. So the market don't care about what you think or what you want or what you have seen. The market will always do whatever it wants, and that will help you manage your account well. So before you enter a trade, you should know that the market doesn't care that, okay, this is a support level, this is a resistance level, this is what all these things are histories. These are the technicals surrounding trades, okay, or market movement. But you understanding that market doesn't care about what you are thinking, because you as a person, there are some people who love trading, like they are in, every day they are clicking buy sell buy sell buy sell, that kind of person. Even when he sees something, the market will look like, wow, this is like a support level. The person will see something that is not even a support, like a support. Some people will see a ranging market like a trending market. Some people will see a trending market like a reversal, like the price is going to reverse here. Some people will see a good impulsive move as overbought or oversold. This is their own level of knowledge when it comes to trading, or this is their own personality when it comes to trading. When people see something, wow, the price is overbought, is oversold, this is your personal view. The price don't care about what you are saying, whether it's overbought, oversold. If you want to go more higher, it will go. So if you get to understand this, it will help you with your analysis. It will help you with your kind of help you remain profitable. We are going to put all these things I'm saying now together to know why I'm saying this when it comes to taking signals or taking any trade at all. Okay, so we have another thing here. All traders take losses. Hear it and hear it well. Maybe you have been trading for 5 years, you have been trading for 10 years, you started trading yesterday, you started trading today. Pay attention, you must lose. Write down, laminate it, make it bold, write it on your wall, anywhere you are going, just paste it, even on your forehead, that you must lose. If you don't get to know this, you are joking. That's why I hate people who always post profit, post massive, I made so amount of money, I made this, I made that. Those things are annoying to me, because they are the kind of people I don't want to work with. I don't say you shouldn't post when you are making, when you make money, you always be happy, right? It's good. But don't form that habit of posting your winning trades, because when you will lose, you'll not be able to post the same trade so that people will know that you're actually losing. Because people, color trading like, oh, wow, I made $10,000 today, $50,000 yesterday, 20,000. What about the one you are losing? How much are you losing? How much is even in your account? How much do you even fund? Some people funded $10,000 and they lost maybe $5,000 yesterday. Today they made $7,000. They will post that one. So you that don't even know about his account or her account, or the way his or the person is trading, you will just jump in. You want to learn from him. You want to pay him thousands of dollars to learn this one. For the fact this person made $5,000, wow! And the person said, just pay me $1,000. I will teach you how to make this $5,000 every day. Did you ask the person how much money or how much equity is the person using for that trade? You ask the person how much he's using. You ask the person to show you the history of his trade, so that you will scroll and see the losses, the profit, and everything. And when you take the average, you know whether the person is profitable or not. So for the fact I send a signal and it's a winning signal, it doesn't make me a good trader. What makes me a good trader is consistency. That I lose, I win, I lose, I win. But at the end of the week or at the end of the month, calculate profit and loss. You will now know, okay, this person is good or this person is not good. So why I'm saying this is that some people are going to drop signals that will be a kind of, not a bad signal, but it will give many people it's going to be a losing trade. Okay, some people will drop a good signal, but it will end up in losses. It doesn't make those people wrong trade, like they don't know anything that they are doing, or this is a wrong signal. It doesn't make the signal wrong. So trade, a good signal can go wrong, and a bad signal can, like a good trade can go wrong, a bad trade can go right. You can take a trade that if you look at it, you just know that this trade is wrong, but you still end up in profit. You can take a trade that you know that this is a good trade and they end in losses. But the main thing is that if you keep taking such trade, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, are you ending in losses or in profit? If you see that this trade, if I'm using this particular strategy, if I take trades maybe 3 times or 2 times or 5 times a day, at the end of the month, if I check my account, I have 50% added, or 20% added, or 10% added. That is a good trade. You don't care about how many times you are losing. You care about at the end of the month or week, how much am I making extra from my balance? Unless you calculate and you see that you are losing some percentage of your equity, that's when you are wrong. Your strategy is wrong. You have to go and check and make amendment. So you can take an amazing trade and it still have a chance of going against you. Okay? So remember that good trade can lose, as I said, and bad trade can win. But in the bigger picture, so we are looking at the bigger picture here, you will win those good trades more often than you lose them. Okay? Which makes you profitable. So you should know this. You should know this. You cannot take a loss on a good trade and then next time, this is it again. This is what you have to understand. For the fact someone drops a signal and the signal end up in loss or in losses, if the person should drop another signal, you don't just because okay the first one you lose, you now say okay no, I'm not taking again. That one might be the best signal now, and you now jump it because this particular person is the one that dropped the one that blew your account or something like that. It's okay, I'm not taking it. If the person if the strategy the person is using is a good strategy, if he drops the first one and the trade end in loss, if it drops again, you have to take it again. That's why you always have to apply your risk management so that you won't just take one trade and your account is gone. No, you have to take at least 10 to 15 or 20 trades before you talk about blowing an account. Not when you take 2 or 3 trades, you say that you have lost your account. That means you are not managing your account well. You have to always take risk management serious. So what I'm saying, we are trying to say in this section on this page is that we all should be ready to take losses, even when you are trading personally or when people are dropping signal or when you are learning anywhere at all. There must be losses. Okay, but what we are looking at the bigger picture at the end of the month. What are we profitable or are we losing money? Okay, so you should also know secondly that for the fact someone dropped a signal and he end up a losing trade doesn't mean that if the person drop again, the person is still going to lose, as in the trade is still going to go negative. No, that might be the best trade you need to recover your losses. So you still have to believe in strategies, believe in yourself, have confidence on that trade. Because if you when you take a trade and you lose, the next one you see an opportunity, you jump in because you're afraid. That means you're not going to make it here. Okay, so let me see, since like some people are waiting. I think after this I might not go back to this place again. Serious. All right, so the next important point you need to take note of is patience. Patience is the key. Once it comes to trading, patience is the key, and this is, I can't stress this enough. Okay, now for the fact is your turn or your group, the group, maybe group 1 or 2 or 3, maybe today is your turn to drop signal. It's not a must that you have to drop signal today. If you did not see any quality trade, please forget the signal. It is better that we did not trade for 5 days than to lose our account. So you must cultivate this habit of waiting for a good signal. That's why I said your personality will always affect your trading. You have to, if your personality is a kind of lifestyle that is against anything trading, you have to start adjusting, especially when it comes to patience, confidence. Confidence in the sense that if you have a strategy, you should have a confidence in that strategy. Sometimes it seems like it's not working, it's something, it doesn't. How does confidence relate to trading? You will understand that it plays a vital role. If you trust your strategy so much, sometimes the strategy don't have any choice than to go your way because you trust this strategy. And how do you develop this confidence? By back testing. You have tested this thing several times. That once this one happens, the next thing is this. Once this one happens, the next thing is this. So each time it happens, you already know the next thing. You have confidence in that thing. So for you to develop a confidence in a strategy, you have to back test that strategy several times. So trading more, trading more does not mean more profit. So some people just like, I want to trade 3 times today, 4 times today. I must trade every day. I must keep trading. Trading more doesn't mean more profit. You can just trade once. The strategy I think I gave you one strategy on I think it should be moving average, the one of moving average and double bottom also. If you trade that strategy on a higher time frame, one trade can take you through the whole week. The kind of money you are going to make with it. The next week you might rest. Okay, you might rest for the next week. Though you needed some, maybe you need equity, you need a good equity for that kind of trade anyway. But still, even with small amount, you can still do that. But you don't have to be greedy. You can be making just $1 a whole day. The day the price will move massively, you will just recover everything. So more trade doesn't mean that you'll be making more profit. Okay, so you must wait for only quality trades. Okay, so the best trades are the ones that are obvious, like obvious to you. Have you ever done any analysis and you just see that this is obvious that the price will go down? You check the higher time frame, down. You check the lower time frame, down. You check W pattern, down. M pattern, down. Head and shoulder, anyone, the whole patterns is telling you the same thing. Candlestick, the same thing. Indicators, the same thing. You just see that this price is obvious. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes you will see such thing that you see that this price action is perfect for you. This entry or this setup is just for your strategy. This is what you have been waiting for. That this is obvious, and you enter your trade. That kind of trade is the only trade you should be looking for. If this thing comes once a day, you trade once a day. If it comes twice, you do it. If it comes in 2 days, you do it. Wait for only obvious setup. Not when you are trading, you are biased. You don't even know. It's like it's going down. It's like it's going up. Is this really W pattern? Is this really head and shoulder? You are about clicking that button. Are you okay? Why should you click the button? Why you are still doubting yourself? You are doubting yourself and you want to click a buy, or you want to send a signal that you are even doubting yourself whether it's going down or up, or whether it's W pattern, or whether this thing really is this a cross? Is the higher time frame saying the same thing? You are still asking yourself that question, and you want to send a signal. So that's what you don't want to do in this section. Before you send any signal, you should be confident you have checked everything possible, and you have a good setup to send out. And that's the kind of trade you take. Once you see a trade and you have these doubts, or you have a biased mind or something telling you the opposite, and forget that trade. It's not a must that you must trade or you must drop signal. So you must understand this also. Very important, guys. So I know why I'm sounding this, because this thing is what you need. I don't care about the signal. So why I am doing this is just I wanted you guys to not just after. I know that I already know that the 1 week is not enough. Okay, and for the fact you don't have money for my full mentorship program, I will not just leave you because you are paid for 1 week and we are done. I know that you can. There's no way you learn trading in 1 week. If I believe if you come to before you even pay for the class, some of you that asked the question, I told you guys, you still need more. Even 1 month is not enough, okay? But the 1 week is just to expose you to trading. But I'm now taking it to another level. This one is more than exposure. I'm just taking it to another level. That is mentorship itself. But still yet, though I'm not going to continue this anyways, but I'm just trying to keep you guys engaged. At least the little you learn, you make use of them, you practice them. you see people that have this like mind of learning and making it big. We are not looking at making a kind of trading as side hustle. We are looking at trading professionally, trading for life. Like, this is your skill, this is what you do now for a living. That's what we are looking at. Okay, so anybody who passed through my mentorship program, we understand that I don't see anybody I'm teaching, I don't teach you trading like, oh, maybe you are doing something, you want something, maybe when you come back at night, you just needed something to keep yourself busy with. No, I teach trading like a business. The way you learn in school, the way you do your trade, your normal business, day-to-day stuff, the same way you should take trading. If you give trading the same time you are giving those things, you will do better and you make more money. You have time for yourself and any other thing. So patience is the key. Okay, now the main thing we are here for, I think we are done with the psychological aspect of it and some secrets you need to know. Now we are here on what you have to do before you give out signal or before you take a trade. Number one, write down the pros and the cons of the trade. So before you give us signal or before you take any trade personally or anything you are doing, before you take a trade, please, that's why I said, I know some of you, I have been saying this from day one that we started this class. Make sure you have a trading journal or book or booklet, anything you call it, that you can write down things. I have, even here on my table, I have mine, like, it's not just one, okay, but all those things are always there. Like, you need it. There's no two ways about it. You cannot become successful without taking record of whatever you are doing. Now, number one thing you need to do, please write down the pros and cons of the trade. What do I mean by this? Before you give us signal or before you take any trade, write down some certain things you are seeing, the reasons why we should go long or go short. Why are we buying this indices or pair? Why are we buying this? What is it that you have seen throughout your analysis that kind of give you that mind that, okay, this is a good trade to go long on? Then at the same time, you go deep and see, is there anything that will be an obstacle for this price going up? Is there anything that can stop this price from going up? You write down the just opposite of what you just put down. If there is anything you are seeing, you put it down. Okay, now I'm going to share my chart. Remember what I said. The first thing is write down the pros and the cons of the trade. Okay, now let me share my chart here. This is crash 500. This is boom. Okay, this one, let's see, crash 500. Okay, this is 4 hours time frame on crash 500. I think there is a trade I saw. Yeah, so now on crash 500, this should be on Friday. I think on Friday or Saturday. This here now, if you look at this trade, I want to explain with this chart what I just mentioned now, writing down the pros and cons of a trade. For instance, if you want to give us a signal on crash 500 and here is the current price, just see this price here play out. You see here, which is the bottom. I think I explained this strategy. You see this one here, one, see this one, two. So the price is testing here twice, okay, making the double bottom or W pattern. Now you have seen this, so you just have to pick your line to draw your support. Okay, we put our support here. This is power time frame. So you have our support right there. Now the first pro or the first signal you are seeing is that this price is at support level. You just write it down. After writing it down, that is the first thing. Then the second thing is that we have a bullish engulfing candlestick right there here on a support, and we also, that is number 2. Then we have a pin bar, a bullish pin bar, which is this one, the hammer, number 3. Okay, that's number 3. And we have weak rejection. You can see those small line here. Okay, we have weak rejection also, number 4. That's the pro. This is the reason why you are now seeing that this price is going to go to the upside. Okay, now you have checked. This is what you are seeing on 4 hours time frame. This is what you are seeing on 4 hours time frame. Then you go to maybe 1 hour time frame, which probably is going to be the next time frame, okay, to check on. Then on 1 hour time frame, we still have our double bottom, which is the W pattern. Then what again are we seeing? Are we seeing anything here for this trade? We have put down the whole stuff that the price. Okay, another thing, on 1 hour we can see a retest. The price comes to retest this point again. Okay, the price retested this point the second time from here, retested here. So that's another point for a signal. Okay, for this signal. Then I'm not seeing any other thing again here. Then our entry time frame is 15 minutes. Remember this strategy? I know I teach you guys this when I'm talking about using moving average 50 to enter a trade. Now here, the price, the condition of this strategy, you already know that it is when this price break our moving average 50, right? So this is our entry point on 15 minutes time frame. Our entry point on 15 minutes time frame is here. So if you are giving signal, the point you'll be giving the signal is here to enter a buy at this zone. Now, what are we seeing again on 15 minutes time frame? On 15 minutes time frame, our price crosses our moving average, which is the entry point. Then you give out the buy. So wait. The price is crossing 50 moving average, okay? And you want to send out the signal. Before you send out the signal, please wait. Go back to 4 hours time frame. Look at that trade again and see if you have anything saying something different from what you are seeing. Because if you look at trade just in one direction, you will definitely going to be losing some trade, even when you think you are right, you have seen everything. So that's why I said the scale is not just enough. I have a lot of things to give out, but I have limited time with you guys. Now, getting the strategy is not enough, getting the scale is not enough, but understanding how these things work. This is deep. It's not just ordinary strategy. Now you have to go back again to 4 hours time frame and look that trade again. Look at that trade again and see, is there anything saying something different from what I've just seen? Okay, this is our 4 hours time frame. Okay, so now on 4 hours time frame, I want to shock you. If you look on 4 hours time frame, the first con on this, the first contradiction to our analysis is that this is a clear downtrend for a very long time. So this price has been down for a very long time, and we know that the trend is the king. So number one, you are going to write that the trend, the overall trend on 4 hour time frame is down, which is opposite of where we're supposed to go. The whole signal we have seen is to go long, to buy. But now we have seen the pros that we have seen that, okay, we're on the support level, double bottom, we have a bullish engulfing, also a pin bar. We go to 1 hour time frame, we also see some rejections and retest. We go to 15 minutes time frame, the price have crossed our 50 moving average, which is our entry point. Good, you are right, you are perfect. Okay, now go back to 4 hours time frame and see if you have something contradicting your analysis, and I will tell you why you should check this and the role it plays. Now the overall trend is down, so that is the contradiction. You write number one is a downtrend, which is against our buying. Okay, now you look for another thing. Do we have any other thing saying different thing? Okay, number 2 is that we have the recent swing high. This is the recent swing high here, guys. I hope you guys can see. This is the recent swing high. That means with our strategy, with our normal, what we have throughout the week, we are learning about uptrend and downtrend. When the price is trending down, you are going to be having those swing low, swing high. Okay, so for a downtrend to continue moving, this one should not break this one. This one should turn from here and keep going down. So for you to know that this price is changing to an uptrend, this particular one should be able to break the previous swing high to make a new high, right? To make a new high, okay, for this price to change, for us to start buying. So currently the price is still there. The price is still there on the swing high. So, and this is the point we are seeing a signal to buy. At this point, that's why we are seeing a signal to buy. Why the price have not even, like, it's not even close to our previous high, which means the price is still down. We are still on a downtrend. That is another contradiction. We still have our previous swing high higher than this one, the current price. That means we are still on a downtrend. So this is number 2 contradiction to our analysis. Okay, so that's number 2. We now go down to maybe 1 hour time frame to see if we have any other thing on 1 hour time frame. Is it network? Okay, no, this is 1 hour time frame here. So on 1 hour time frame, this is the second leg of the W pattern and where we're supposed to start looking for opportunity to enter. Okay, and the price move up, retested, which is the retest we have seen as our pro. Okay, that is the retest. But if you look at this retest, inside of that retest, we have something that look like this is a swing high. That means if you look at it as a good trader, you are definitely going to take this place as a resistance. So probably when the price come back to this point, the next thing the price might do is to move to this downside. Pay attention. This is detailed trading. Before you take any trade, your analysis should be superb. You should have no doubt. Now the possibility, forget about this thing you are seeing. You are seeing it look easy because they have played out. Just before it played out, this is how the price look like. So as a trader, you have already marked out this point. Look at the swing high and look at how the wick and the shooting star right there is showing a downtrend. So you should believe at that time, or you should technically know that this point should be a resistance point. So the price will get to this point and reverse to the downside, which is contradicting your buy. It's contradicting your buy. Now that's number 3. You are seeing a resistance zone. Okay, then I think that's all we can see in this at this level. We go down to 15 minutes time frame, which is our entry time frame. So on 15 minutes time frame, the price break our moving average. Okay, then okay, so after breaking our moving average, I'm trying to see if there is any signal. We still have the swing high we are seeing on 1 hour is still reflecting here. Okay, so some of us will still say that the price will come to that zone. Okay, the price will come up to this zone, okay, as a resistance, and the price will reverse and keep going down. Okay, so that's basically what you will say. That is as a contradiction to this analysis. This is our entry time frame. This is our entry time frame, and we are done. So number 4, sorry, is still resistance on 15 minutes time frame. We are seeing a potential resistance on 15 minutes time frame. So how do we fix this? Does it mean that we are not taking this trade, or are we taking the trade? So probably what I'm going to do after writing those contradictions and some signals you are seeing, okay, you bring that book, you bring that stuff down, you bring it now and start checking if there is any way those things can be fixed. If you look at it and clearly there is no way, it can be fixed, that means that trade is not for you, even after doing the whole analysis in the word. If you cannot fix those contradictions, that means the trade is not for you. So how do we fix this thing now? Or how do we know if it is fixable? Okay, so now if I go to 4 hours time frame, pay attention now. If I go to 4 hours time frame, I want to check if we can fix all these things. If we cannot fix it, then the trade is not going to work. Now here on 4 hours time frame, with the first contradiction is that the trend is down. This is the clear downtrend, right? So because you have seen a clear downtrend, okay, you have seen a clear downtrend, first you have to, if you must take that trade, for you to fix this number one problem, which is the downtrend, if you must take that trade, that means you are not planning to stay long. You are going to be scalping. You are not going to stay long on that trade. If I give it signal now, you don't want to give me signal on this kind of trade, and you now tell me to enter this trade on a total level, then take profit. Maybe you come here, enter here, take profit here. You are joking. You are joking. You can't give me this kind of trade. If I look at it as a trader, if I know what I'm doing, I'm not taking this signal, because this is a clear downtrend. And look at where you are telling me to take profit. The TP is not reasonable. Okay, so that's why I said, if you are, that's the first thing you have to understand. Now you have seen that this is a clear downtrend, and you have a lot of things saying you should buy here. Now because you have seen a contradiction on 4 hour time frame, you can only scalp. You don't want to stay long, so your take profit level should come down to here before the previous swing high. So if you are going to take this trade, you should make sure that you manage your account. You should give the price something possible. You don't want to stress the price where the price cannot even get to. You already see this is a downtrend, and you are giving the price stress to move to this point for your TP. So how to fix this? Number one is that you have seen that it's a downtrend, so you are not going to be setting, your target is not going to be high. Your target is not going to be high. You are going to bring down your target, okay, down. Unless if you see a clear uptrend, you can now set your target to anywhere you want it, because it's already trending. So probably price is going to go to that point. But now, if you set it here, the price is down, you need to set it close. Okay, look at what the price is doing. Now the price have gotten to this level. You can see what the price is doing now. The price is on our resistance level, and it was not able to break. The price have been there for a very long time. You can see here our previous swing high, and look at the swing now. So the price is here. So assuming you set your TP maybe at this point, the price will not even get to that point for now. The price might from here now reverse the downside and keep going down. So that's how to fix number one. So I believe number one is fixed now. We already know that we are not going to be staying long. We are taking profit somewhere down here. That's the first thing. Okay, then the second thing I think is on this previous swing high. Okay, the second thing is the previous swing high. That this swing high, the price have not like break away from this swing high to make another new high that is higher than the previous one, for us to know that is an uptrend. And our take profit will still solve the same problem, that we are not targeting high on this trade. So look at the problem now many people face. Okay, if you do not consider this thing this way, you will give a signal. Your signal is good, but where you say we should take profit is too high, that the price will not even get to half of the place and revert to to the opposite direction, and it will take away all the money we made. We believe in your signal. We want to follow your signal. We want to manage the account as you said, but the problem is that you are right, but your target is wrong. So we are going to lose out of that trade, because we will see ourselves making $50 on that trade. But because you say the target is 100, we want to follow your signal. Now we have to wait, and the price will get to 55 and reverse, start coming down, take all the profits and land us in losses. So that's the problem now about if you drop signals without getting to know all these things. That's for this level. Then if you go to 1 hour time frame to check I think 1 hour time frame we discovered a resistance. Okay, on 1 hour time frame we discovered a resistance. Okay, after this retest we saw a resistance here. Okay, so is there anything that will solve this problem? If there is anything that will solve it, good. If there is nothing that will solve it, then we check other stuff. There is no way, sometimes you have to understand this also. Over analysis will paralyze your trading. Okay, but there are few things you need to check. We have solved our first problem, which is downtrend, and we have concluded that we are not staying long because the trend is down. Now if you come here, we have a lot of rejections here. Okay, we have a lot of rejections, which is probably we are going to be seeing this place as a potential resistance. Now I want to do something here. If you look at that point, let me go to 15 minutes time frame. Check. Okay, now if you go to 15 minutes time frame, this is the point on one that we saw on 1 hour. This is this place now. After the retest, you discover we have, okay, sorry, on 1 hour, let me just mark out this thing. Let me go to 1 hour and use a vertical line to mark it out so that we can, I just want to make sure that everybody is following. Okay, so I will use a vertical line. Look at the point here. This is the point. You can see where we have our resistance on 1 hour here, the swing high. Let me still use this. Let me still use this to mark it out. Okay, so I will switch to 15 minutes time frame to fix that resistance. Why I'm going to 15 minutes time frame is because the same thing is still happening on 15 minutes. We are still seeing the same resistance on 15 minutes time frame. So look at it now. On 15 minutes time frame, pay attention guys. On 15 minutes time frame, we still have here as resistance. So we might be thinking that once the price comes to this point, the price will reverse. Okay, now, and it happened when the price come up to this level. Look at as the price move to this point. So as the price action trader, likely you are going to be seeing this price, that the price will reverse to this side, downside. Okay, because of the previous resistance that is here. Okay, now what is it that solved this problem? What is it that solved this problem? Now look at what solved the problem here. Let me drop this. Now for this resistance, for this particular level to hold this price from going to the downside, okay, for this thing to be a resistance, there is something you need to see. You must see the price reacting to that zone. Okay, look at the resistance zone here. Let me just use maybe red and change this to increase it a bit. Now this is the resistance zone. So the price is coming up. Look at the price coming up to the zone. Okay, so the price is coming to the resistance zone. What we need to see now, okay, for us to know that, oh, this thing might not work out, is that on this 15 minutes time frame, which is our entry time frame, for us to confirm if it will hold, okay, we now start looking for the price action here. So we discover that this is a clear bullish candlestick forming. There is no, when the price comes to this level, we should see at least 2 or 3 bearish candle, red candlesticks start forming, or wicks, anything at all, to show us that this thing is going to hold the price. But we see a strong bullish movement there, which is showing us that this resistance is not going to hold the price. We are still going for a long, we are still going to buy. That this thing is being destroyed. The price has destroyed our resistance level. So it has solved this our second problem, that this resistance is not going to hold because the bullish we have a lot of people buying. The buying power is high, so it's not going to stop us from taking our buy. That's number one. But look at what it will save you now. what this resistance, because you want to check out what will happen to this resistance, it will now help you that look at the where you will enter this trade now, so that you will see how solving this problem, what it will save you. Look at where you will now enter this trade, because when the price is coming here, the price crosses the moving average, but our resistance is not yet broken, so we have to wait for this. We are not entering this trade here because you have write down your pros and cons. They have seen that, okay, we have something here contradicting, we have our resistance, so we're supposed to enter here using our strategy, but we are no longer entering. I'm no longer dropping this signal here because I have a possible resistance zone up here. So you no longer drop the signal, have to wait until this thing is until the price breaks out from this zone. Now the price have come there and break perfectly well because of the bullish power. You see the candlestick forming, there's no red candlestick. It's showing that, okay, the price is not respecting here, so it break out and keep going. So you now wait again. After this, it will now save you from this reset, because if you enter here without considering this thing, you will be in profit. Before you come back, you are losing. Some of you will go and close here thinking that you are wrong. The price will go up again, start playing with emotion, come back again, and you might close here. But after our confirmation here, after this breakout, the price come here and plays where you just enter your trade at this zone and the price start going to your direction. So you're able to counter those things. You're able to check how to fix all those problems just in one trade. So a lot of things to talk about, but anyway, this one is enough for you when it comes to confirming a trade, writing down your pros and cons. Okay, then I think I have to stop here for this one. Then the second one is think as if you are taking the same trade. Okay, the same trade except in the opposite direction. Like before you take any trade, think, if just take yourself to the opposite direction. Now if you go back to our chart, let me explain this with the chart. If you go back to the chart, you're about taking a buy. Just think, okay, what if I'm selling these things? What are the things I'm seeing? And this particular thinking opposite the direction we want to go is just the same thing as writing down the pros and cons. Okay, so if you want to go long on this trade, okay, just assume that, for instance, you want to go long here. Just assume that you want to go short instead of long. After writing down that you want to go long and everything, you are done already. Okay, you have concluded that you want to go long, you want to buy. But before you click that buy button, before you send out that signal, just keep those things. You have already solved the whole problem, the contradiction. You have solved the problem already, and you have concluded you want to buy. But for you to confirm more, for you to know more that this is a good and obvious trade to take yourself back and assume that I want to sell this thing instead of buying, and see if there are more reasons for you to stop going for a long trade. Okay, going for buy. Now take back and say, okay, what if I'm selling this thing? What is the possibility that this price is going to go my direction? Now if you look here, if you are selling, you already seen a support here, so you want to wait for the price to break your support level before you sell. That's number one condition. If you want to go short on this trade, you have to wait for the price to break this support level before you start looking for selling opportunity. Now if you look at what the price is doing, you know it's a downtrend. That's one more reason why you should sell. Okay, because the price is going down, but you have to wait for the support. So this support have solved one problem, that the price must break this support for it to go down. The next problem is that the price is down, okay, which our previous listing have solved the problem, that we are not staying long because the overall trend is down, so we are not staying long. We have already solved the problem. So basically what the signal you are seeing for a sell have been solved, okay, or the problem have been solved. So this is a good trade to still go on a buy. Because I said before you take the trade, go back and just take that trade as you are selling and see if there are more reasons to sell. If you see some reasons to sell this trade, then you stop the buying. Because some of us will just think in one direction. Once you start thinking in one direction, your mindset, everything will be configured in that direction. Your eyes will be blinded to the opposite direction. That's why once you click that buy button, zoom, the price will just reverse against you, and you just what is happening to you? No, your mind was close to the opposite direction before you enter the trade. Now when you now put that sell or buy, the price will start going against you. That by that time it will now start playing with your emotion. You now start seeing, I not even see this, or I could have not buy this, or I supposed to this. You start seeing some certain things your eyes was blind to before. So but it is good that you open your eyes before you enter the trade. Check all those things first, so that when you enter and the price, after all these things, the price must pity you. The price have to pity you and go your direction. After doing all this analysis, then even though the price go against you, then you already know that you did the best. You have done the possible best, as in everything possible on this trade. So maybe this is a good trade, but it went wrong. It's a good trade. There's difference between going for a bad trade that went wrong and a good trade that went wrong. If a good trade went wrong, that means next time you are taking that trade is going to land you in profit, because the manipulation cannot keep happening. It happens once in a while. All right. So that is number 2. Okay. Then number 3, always look at where price is coming from. Very important. We have solved that problem already. Before you jump into that trade, for the fact you see a double top, double bottom, double this, head and shoulder, where is the price coming from before you make that movement? Where is the price coming from before that pattern? So if you look here, I'm just using this. Okay, let me just use another chart. Let me see if I can get any other. Okay, so this is boom 1000 guys, and 15 minutes time frame. So let's see. So if you look at this trade here, okay, look at this thing. Let me just go to 1 hour time frame. I want to explain something. Remember, always check where the price is coming from before you jump into the trade. Now this is 1 hour time frame. Okay, so if you look here now, as a beginner, you already seen that this is not even a beginner anyway. As an advanced trader, you already know. Your beginner might not even know this. Okay, so you have seen that this is a valid resistance level. Okay, this is a valid resistance level, that this price is likely going to reverse to the downside, right? That's what you will see as an advanced trader. And you can see that the price have gotten to that point, and you are seeing some rejections. You can see some rejections there. So probably we are reversing to the downside. We are selling. You have to check where the price is coming from. You have to check what the price has been doing before you go to that sell or buy. Now, let me see what the price is doing all this while. Okay, so if you look here, you can see that the price has been going up. Okay, if you look again, pay attention. The price, the same thing that is happening now, happened before. This is a perfect example, guys. Now, if you look here, this place was a resistance, just like this thing that is happening here. So if you are blinded with what the price is doing without checking what the price has been doing, you are going to be losing money. Now here, you will say, wow, this is a resistance zone at this point, and you will just sell. Then you sell here, shift your TP down, because this is a good trade. Okay, you shift your TP down, you are happy. Then the price will just do, maybe make small retracement, and maybe you are happy now. The price is going in your favor. You see those drops coming down. You are very happy. Before you know it, before you come back again, your stop loss is crying already. You have seen red. Then you are wondering what is happening. This is a good support. You have seen weak rejections. You have seen some rejections. You have seen red candlestick. Everything is confirmed that you are going down. But you fail to check what the price has been doing before this one. So here, the same thing happened. The price is here, so a good resistance level. The price, weak rejections, you can see even candlestick pattern to the downside. And all these things just made this movement to the downside. Okay? And after here, assuming after seeing this, maybe you sold here and your TP might be somewhere down. At this point, the price moved down, bounce to the opposite direction, and you lose this trade. It will trigger your stop loss here. Let's see if there is another example. Good. We still have something like this here. This is a valid resistance. Okay. The price respected that zone, push down a bit. Maybe if you have sold this here and you set your TP here, by now the price have triggered your stop loss and keep going. So if you fail to check what the price have been doing before, you are going to be losing out. So with this thing now, you already know that this price is likely going to pull back again small and keep going up with what the price have been doing. Okay, unless if this thing is a reversal point, and for you to take a reversal, a kind of sniper entry on this kind of reversal, that means you have to at least have a knowledge of divergence, which I did not teach you anyways, but is a kind of one of the strategy for sniper entry. You need to understand the theory behind divergence, taking some trade making reversal to the opposite direction. So you will consider all those things. So you must know where the price is coming from and what the price have been doing before. Okay, so the last thing, the best trade are the ones that are obvious, okay, to you. I think I've mentioned this before. So obvious, the ones you are going to be taking, the signal you are going to be dropping are those ones that you have checked everything possible and everything is telling you to give this signal. Once everything in you is saying that this price is going, that's why you are 3, 4, 5 in that group, so that when this person's maybe check out and say, it's like this thing is going down, another person will say, no, it's going up. So if the person that says it's going up was able to prove to you guys that it's going up, that this is an uptrend, and there is no valid resistance, there is no bearish signal, there is no candlestick pattern that is saying you should sell, you have checked all these things and you see that, okay, good, all of you come to a conclusion that this is an uptrend and this is the buying. You have checked everything that this is a buying trade. You have checked your cons, the contradiction, and you fix it. Then be confident enough to drop the signal, and we are going to take it, and it's going to end up in profit. Even though we lose, we still keep our heads up for the next trade. So don't be paralyzed by a lot of maybe analysis and doubt and bias. If you have checked all these things, you have considered them, and you come to a conclusion that this is a good trade, give us the signal. Don't even think about it twice after the analysis, because some of us lack confidence. Even though when you see the trade is good, everything, you have checked everything, you fail to drop it. When the thing will now go in our direction, the direction you have planned, you just be regretting that this is a good trade. I would have taken this trade. So once you have done everything possible, then drop the signal, and we are going to take it. If you end in loss, we take it. If it's in profit, good and fine, as long as we are managing our accounts well. Okay, so remember, nobody is in fact, nobody is God here. Okay, kingsfx don't even know anything. I'm telling you the fact. You might see other people who know trading more than I do, and they are even losing money. So that's the encouragement I do get. If I lose money, I don't even like it. It will affect me depending on the amount. But before 30 minutes or so, I will start remembering things that will make me come back and go for a good trade. And once you always see this joy when you are making money, but you fail to also remember those joy when you lose, even with $1, it's painful. So you should know that we are going to be taking a lot of trades. Some of them are going to end up in loss, some profit. But the main thing, the purpose is that at the end of the month, we should be in profit. We should be in profit. And that's what each and every one of us should be working towards. Okay? Because of time, I won't be doing much. I won't be doing much again in this group. That's why I take my time, like today, to explain all these things. I think the group 1, I said I might help them tomorrow to check out the trade and every other thing. In fact, they have added me in their own because they created their own group for group 1. I saw it yesterday, but the truth is that you guys, all the group can't add me in this thing, so it's going to be stressful and every other thing. So I can't be in all the groups. So the only thing I have to do is that once I come online, maybe I come to Telegram, that group, I can check out the signal. If I see it on time and there is any correction, anything I have to add, I will add. If there is nothing, I believe in you. Just believe in yourself. I must not be there for you to drop signal. I know nothing. Some of you know better than I do. Okay, some of you can trade more than I do. I'm telling you the fact. So just believe in yourself. Have confidence in that strategy. Have confidence in what you can do, and drop a good signal. So guys, if you have any question based on this, drop it on the group. Okay, drop it on the group. For those who I could not admit to this group, tell them that I say I'm sorry, but they should keep to time next time, because I know a lot of people might be there waiting, but I can't stop, keep going back to admit people and all that. So basically, we are done with this, and I believe it will go a long way helping in your trading, not just here. Okay, not just here. After now, if you want to leave the group, you can leave. If you want to stay, you stay. Then what my interest is that nobody should be a victim to scammers. People can go a long way. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I sent something to you that you guys should go and report a fake account on Telegram. You discover that this person who is scamming people is part of my student, like is my student. Because why I know that this person is my student is that yesterday or day before yesterday, I changed my profile. That's the Telegram picture there on both my group and this group. I changed it to a new logo, okay, which one of my colleague, Fecon Graphics, I think he's here also. In case if you need graphic designer, he can design anything. He can design even picture for you. So he's here. You can check out Fecon Graphics. He designed the logo for me, and I uploaded it, changed those things. As I'm changing it, you go back to that group, that guy have changed it. That means this person is following me, is part of my student. So he's seeing everything. That at the end of the day, he's scamming people with my name. It's funny. So if you can again, you can go back to that place and keep reporting him on the Telegram. Bring down the group as scam, because I've noticed that he has been scamming a lot of people with account management and all that. And it's funny how people fall for this kind of stuff. People make mistakes. They will go to Telegram and search kingsfx, and the guy's name will pop up, kingsfx, because that's what he's using. He's using my picture, he's using everything about me. So probably the person will just think it's kingsfx without knowing that I'm not the one. So guys, we call it a day, and we see in the group chat. If there's any question, drop it there. People who are paying, maybe who get the whole stuff will help me and put you through. I'll see you guys there.